Alrighty, welcome to a flashback draft. We've got Neon Dynasty. This is one of the coolest draft formats of the last couple of years, and I'm really glad to get to play it, especially since we opened Behold the Unspeakable. This saga is great. 5 mana, shrinks their whole team -2/-0 until your next turn, so it keeps you pretty safe. And then on your next turn, you go scry 2, draw 2, or if you have 1 or 0 cards in hand, you draw 4. And then it becomes a flying trample that's as big as the number of cards you have in your hand. Great card. There's also a Colossal Sky Turtle. This card's pretty fun too. But I think Behold's a little bit better. And what else? There's a decent Ninja. Mindlink Mech has a lot of text but doesn't actually do too much. So yeah, I think this is a pretty easy Behold the Unspeakable. Ooh, what do we got here? Goro Goro. 2 mana 2/2. Gives creatures haste. But if you have an attacking modified creature, so this is got an equipment on it, an aura, or a counter, you can pay 5 mana to make a 5/5 red dragon with flying. There's also Dragon Spark Reactor. I did love this card. You could go off with artifacts. It gets a counter for every artifact, and then it just, boom, blow it up to do something, to deal a bunch of damage. There's also 2 mana -2/-2 or more. But I might just take Long Reach of Night. The Sagas were all so good. And playing this, they go discard, discard, and then you get an 0/4. All right, let's go with Long Reach of Night and see if we can draft a nice little Saga deck. Didn't really like Discover the Impossible very much. Nezumi Prowler was pretty good. 2 mana, 3/1. But when the ETBs gives one of your creatures Death Touch and Lifelink, so it's good to ninja it out because it's got ninjutsu too. Or the Silencer, honestly, I thought this one didn't play very well. It looked better than it actually was. So probably not taking the Silencer, but I might just take Nezumi Prowler. There's also Voltage Surge, which is certainly the best card in the pack. Now I kind of wish I had just taken one of the red cards out of the last pack. I might still take Voltage Surge. It's a lot better than Nezumi Prowler. All right, yeah, Voltage Surge. Getting a third pick Voltage Surge, kind of hard to resist. And I didn't mind drafting 3 colors on from time to time here, though. You really should try to stick to 2. I just thought taking Goro Goro that early or Dragon Spark was a little bit more situational, or at least those cards take a little more build around than just taking Long Reach of Night. But Voltage Surge is just too efficient to pass up, so I decided not to do so. Okay, what do we got? Kami's Flare, 2 mana, deal 3. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's also Goshintai of Hidden Cruelty, the Shrine, but I don't think I'm going to pass up Kami's Flare. There's also Mirror Shell Crab, Tamio's Completion, Disruption Protocol. Yeah, just a bunch of just okay stuff. I like red blue well enough, or I could still be black. I mean, we don't have a strong place. All right. Legend Rule doesn't apply. No, this is not good. Lethal Exploit, I think, is the best card here. Unforgiven One is the modified thing. It's also Ironhook Boar, Scrapyard Steelbreaker. I mean, Skyswimmer Koi was pretty good, but I think Lethal Exploit is better, so I don't really like giving up Behold the Unspeakable, but just taking another removal spell seems like it would be a pretty good plan. And there's another Kami's Flare. There's also Experimental Synthesizer, which I did love this card. But I think if I just take another Kami's Flare, I mean, maybe I could just be Grixis. Like, if you just have 20 removal spells and a bunch of Sagas, that works pretty nicely. And red seems to be pretty open. And red was a good color to be open. Upriser Renegade, +2/+0 for each other modified creature you control. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Oh... Ninja's Kunai is okay. Blade Blesser is Death Touch if you have an artifact, Menace if you have an enchantment. None of these are all that good. I mean, Papercraft Decoy is kind of nice because it just is a little 2-for-1er. It just takes a little bit of mana. Yeah, I'm fine with just taking that. In here, we've got Shrine Steward to go get shrines and auras, but we're not really doing that. Guardians of Oboro and Planar Incision are just whatever. Clawing Torment. Not really what I want. I don't really want Ambitious Assault either. I guess I'd rather have Explosive Entry than any of these cards. Destroy an Artifact isn't bad. Dramatist Puppet. Kind of nice with Sagas, I guess. Oh man, I did like Moonsnare Prototype. A little more than I should, maybe. Maybe I'll just take Kaito's Pursuit. I don't really care about giving Ninjas and Rogues Menace, but target player discards 2 cards is pretty nice with all the removal. There's also Reckoner's Bargain. Sack an artifact or creature to draw 2 cards and gain some life. So basically, which kind of like 2-for-1 card do I want? I think I just want the discard spell. And Thundersteel Colossus is whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'm not taking any of these green cards. Shattered States Era. Steal a creature for until end of turn, then pump your squad, then make a 3/3. Not really what this deck wants to do. 3 mana. I mean, I do have a bunch of cheap instants. It's not actually crazy to consider Discover the Impossible. I don't know. I'm probably not going to play it. I'm probably not going to play Disruption Protocol either, but we'll see. There's also the Chrome Shell or Mirror Shell Crab. I kind of like that one. I don't really like Armguard Familiar all that much here. I think the Crab is better than the other one. I don't know. I guess I'll take the Steelbreaker. Guess I'll just take Unforgiving one. Uprise Renegade, sure. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff. We'll figure it out. Oh, the Modern Age. All right, so that's a card that gives me a pretty significant advantage. So what if we don't worry about Kaito's Pursuit, Discover the Impossible? I mean, I do have some stuff. Whatever. Whether I play it or not, I think I take the Modern Age over Moonsnare Specialist. Don't really care about Kyodai, Soul of Kamigawa. I don't want to need another explosive entry. I like Containment Construct. I don't have a lot of discard, but I think if you just take all the sagas, you end up in a pretty good spot. So 4 mana, 3/3 trample. Whenever a samurai or warrior control attacks alone, you can cast an artifact from your graveyard. I'd only have 1 artifact right now. No, 2. I have the crab. Well, that's going to be a little tougher. Well, that might be fine. I mean, playing a bunch of removal into Heiko Yamazaki could be decent. All right, I've got a couple black cards that I could end up playing. Okiba Salvage. I did like that one. Oh, another Kami's Flare. A Searchlight Companion was also pretty nice, but I think I'll just take another Kami's Flare here. And my plan is to basically play a bunch of Kami's Flare and to Behold the Unspeakable and the Modern Age. Ooh, Tempered and Solitude. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, exile the top card of your library, you can play it this turn. Okay, I'm kind of liking that because this is my way to get card advantage in my low creature count deck. So, I mean, right now we have 3 creatures plus like a couple sagas. Yeah, that actually seems like it could work. I don't think the Scrapyard Steelbreaker is all that interesting. I mean, I basically have 2 really good blue cards. I have Modern Age and Behold. So, hopefully we can pick up a few more. So you phase out a bunch of creatures. No, that doesn't really do much for me. Anchored Reality also doesn't do much. You can go get the 7/7. I might just take the 3 mana 1/1 flying that makes a 1/1. Network Disruptor is great if you're ninjas. I'm not ninjas at all. And this is pretty nice with Tempered and Solitude. It's Artifact for Heiko. Seems fine, actually. Okay. Oh, I'll probably take Moon Surrogate Hacker, despite the fact that I just didn't take a ninja. I mean, Searchlight Companion's also good with ninjas. I don't mind Undercity Scrounger either, but Moon Circuit Hacker as a way to get a little bit more value, and then a Moonsnare Specialist. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we're blue-red ninjas-ish. And how many artifacts? We're up to 3? Wow, so many. Explosive Entry, maybe not. Don't mind that. Discover the Impossible, maybe not also. I mean, could play that if we need to. 2 mana 1/3 Samurai, which does work with Heiko Yamazaki. I don't have a lot of modified things, though. I don't really have an artifact for Scrapyard Steelbreaker either. We'll see. Oh, okay. Maybe I take Bloodfell Caves, because that way I can splash some of these black cards. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm not giving up much. Oh man, that's no one's green-black. Gloomsheeker is really good. Whenever artifact enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+0. Ooh, I kind of like Tawashi Guidebot here as another way to get card advantage over to late game, and then I could take automated Artificer, and that can help with that as well. Also, this is an artifact. It can cast the crab. I mean, it's that or just take a Disruption Protocol, which... let's just take the dork. Alright, we take another crab. I don't think I need the red-green land, and I don't think I need Okiba Salvage either. Okay, this is like a blue-red control deck. It's got some ninjas, but I don't think I'm not that likely to be doing too much ninjaing. Just take a blue card, just to no reason to pass blue cards here. Chill out, dog. The dog still has the cone of shame on because she's a bad dog. Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of removal. I've got some ways to get card advantage. If you go artifact and an enchantment, you know what? Maybe this is an artifact. No, it only gets equipment or vehicles. Let's not do that. Undercity Scrounger also probably not the thing. All right. Oh, Biting Palm Ninja and Silver Fur Master. So these are the rares I opened. So 3 mana, 3/3 Menace, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you can remove a Menace counter from it and get a card out of their hand. That card's really good. Oh, is there any way that I play more black? There's also the possibility of playing blue-black and splashing some removal, because I have Undercity Scrounger, Kaito's Pursuit, Kami of Terrible Secrets. So the best card in the pack is definitely Biting Palm Ninja. There's also a Dismal Backwater, which would of course make things a little easier. And there's also Experimental Synthesizer, which definitely could be decent in this deck. I'll just take the Biting Palm Ninja and see where things go. Oh, well, instant about face. Well, because now there's Thundering Raiju and Kumano Face Kakazan and Twin Shot Sniper, all the good red cards. I mean, I'm going to take Thundering Raiju. 4 mana, 3/3 haste when it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, and then it nugs your opponent equals the number of modified creatures. I think that's better than the Sniper. Now do I take Experimental Synthesizer, or do I just take the blue-red land? I probably just take the blue-red land. Yeah, over Synthesizer, I think that's fine. This isn't the best Synthesizer deck in the world, and then now we got one anyway. I don't think I want a second Heiko, but a Synthesizer, I can sacrifice it. Let's see. I don't actually really have a way to sacrifice it. Do I have a Voltage Surge? That's it. And there's Simian Sling as well. Simian Sling is nice to get things modified. I think I still want the Synthesizer because I also have Heiko to bring the Heiko I already have brings back the Synthesizer, which is kind of nice. Ooh, Enthusiastic Mechanaut. I did like this one. There's also 5 mana, 3/4 flying, and whenever you play an artifact, you can copy it. Let's just take the 2 mana, 2/2 flyer. And then this Biting Palm Ninja. Kind of wish we didn't take that, but got past a bunch of great red cards in a row afterwards. So it goes. Scrap Welder. Sack an artifact, mana value X, to bring back one of the mana value less than X. Not in love with that, no. Network Terminal's kind of nice, but Mnemonic Sphere is pretty great. Just getting a nice little card advantage engine going. I don't know about this Tawashi Guidebot or these Mirror Shell Crabs. Also, if I was going to splash black, I guess it'd be Long Reach of Night and Biting Palm Ninja. I mean, I have 2 lands already. Maybe if I get another land, I could see myself doing that. It doesn't sound completely unreasonable to me. Don't think I'm going to play Shrine Steward or Return to Action. Whenever a modified creature you control dies, I'm not really doing a lot of that. I might just take another Papercraft Decoy. I mean, this is 23. It's with these black cards. I'm not sure about those. Runaway Trashbot. Trample and +1/++ for each artifact or enchantment. So I have 15 artifacts and enchantments now. That is actually probably good enough to make it a little better than the Searchlight Companion. Okay, let's actually just, I don't think we want to play the black. I don't think we're at a point where we have to do that. I wonder if the Scrapyard Steelbreaker makes the cut now. There's also Explosive Entry and Upriser Renegade are both potential cards I could play. I mean, this is too many cards now, but I can also take out a Mirror Shell Crab. I don't really need a bunch of those. Okay, I think this is actually pretty good. Oh, we wield the Dismal Backwater. Okay, well, let's just take it. Just to see what's up. Iron Apprentice, I don't think so. I don't think Crackling Emergence is good. So 5-mana 3/3 gets back a Ninja or a Rogue. I guess I'll just take the Iron Apprentice, though. I don't think I'm even playing that. Oh, another Experimental Synthesizer. I am playing that, though. Okay. So if I were to play black, I'd probably cut the Tawashi Guide Bot. I like all those. Probably can cut Upriser Renegade. This is 23. I could cut Mirror Shell Crab. Ooh, take some of those. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing any of these things. Well, let's take a look at what our deck looks like before adding black and see, is it worth adding a couple black lands in order to make this thing work? Because I don't think it'd be crazy to do that, but I'm kind of not feeling like I need to. Biting Palm Ninja is good, and so is the Long Reach, but I don't know if they're good enough to add another color. I have a Dismal Backwater and a Bloodfell Cave, so I could put in those two in a swamp. You know, with these experimental synthesizers, you actually really get punished for flipping cards you can't cast off that, so why don't I just not do that? I mean, the Guidebot is not terrible. Oh, excuse me. Upriser Renegade, I don't think is really what I want. No, I like this. This is a good little deck. I mean, picked up a ton of removal in the first pack. It tapered off, but I think that's fine. And have a couple good finishers. Have like the Thundering Raiju, have Heiko, Yamazaki, and Behold the Unspeakable. And those are all pretty good cards to cast after casting a removal spell or two. A bit of card advantage in the like experimental synthesizers. I like where we're at. All right, let's get an opponent here and see how things go. All right. And if you haven't played Neon Dynasty, it's pretty fun. This was a good set. Okay, a 2/2 flyer plus Tempered and Solitude is a kind of nice little combo. And ooh, Moonsnare Specialist isn't bad. Get a little ninjutsu action here. Oh wow, now I can play them in Mnemonic Sphere for just 1 mana too. Powerful. So red-green Upriser Renegade. I won't block. Whenever it attacks alone, the next spell. Huh, alright. Ooh, a Moon Circuit Hacker as well. Interessante. I'm just gonna ninjutsu this in, draw a card, and then play the Mechanaut post combat here. And then next turn I can just cast the Moonsnare Specialist if I want. Heiko plus Mnemonic Sphere. Hopefully they play an artifact so I can blow it up with Explosive Entry here. Oh man, they made their thing into a 4/5, but oh, that's going to be a beating for them. All right. Land, and then... Oh wow, this is actually just going to be disgusting. Because I get to go Moonsnare Specialist, Ninjutsu off the Moon Circuit Hacker, enters the battlefield, bounces their land, and then I Ninjutsu this back in off the Moonsnare Specialist, so I get to draw another card, And I have a Moonsnare Specialist in hand. And that's a Thundering Raiju, don't mind that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, I mean, I did take 5 damage last turn. So they're going to play this, get a basic land, then they can sack it to give a creature a +1/+1 counter. I guess that can deal some damage. Make this a 3/4. But then I just get to bounce it. Oh, they're killing that? Okay, that's not a big deal. Land. I'm at 12. Let's just go Thundering Raiju. Just play the Mnemonic Sphere. Attack and pump the Mechanaut. And then this puts them under a lot of pressure, and I have a bounce spell in hand ready to go. So this puts a counter on something and then nugs them for equal to the number of modified creatures I control. Okay, hit me for 3. Hit me for 6. It's not going to work out great for them. I mean, they know about this one. But I didn't even need to play the other one. Boom. Alright. Well, didn't really end up using Tempered in Solitude that game. Just had better things to do at all points, but that works for me. Well, fast little 1-0. Yeah, Thundering Raiju just... It attacked as 5 power haste that game, right? Like, I played it. It hit for 3. It gave the Aeronaut a +1 or Mechanaut a +1/+1 counter, and it pinged for 1 based on the Mechanaut. It's pretty good. I'm on the play. Sure. This hand's a little dicey. Uh-oh. I have a million Kami's Flares, but whenever they cast an enchantment, they get a +1/+1 counter. Is pretty tough. This is a constructed level start. Alright, I need Kami's Flare stat. The Moonsnare Specialist is not that bad either. Behold the Unspeakable. I'm just going to pass and use Mirror Shell Crab. If they cast an enchantment, they still get a +1/+1 counter, but I'm going to counter it because I have to do that. Okay. Well, now I get to play the Moonsnare Specialist, I guess. Bounce the Generous Visitor, and I really hope to draw a land for Behold the Unspeakable next turn. That would be pretty nice. They just have 3 enchantments in a row? Oh, no, they just channeled to make 1/1 that taps for a green. Sure. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll block. Okay, so now, yeah, let's just Behold the Unspeakable. So I don't take damage this turn, and the next turn I get to scry 2. I mean, if I had a target for Explosive Entry, I'd consider trying to play all these, because you do draw 4 cards if you can get to an empty hand with this card, but I don't think I have the time to try to do that. Tales of Master Seshiro. So it gives a +1/+1 counter twice, and then it becomes a 5/5. All the sagas were so good. All right, draw. Scry 2. No. No, I really need to find Kami's Flare here. Okay, that is a start. Let's go Experimental Synthesizer into, I guess, Experimental Synthesizer. Sure. Oh, into the Modern Age? Look at that. That's perfection. Let's discard the Swiftwater Cliffs and then nug the Generous Visitor. I didn't have to keep Explosive Entry, but I feel like there's a decent chance they play an artifact, and the 7th land doesn't seem like it's that great. Okay, I killed Behold the Unspeakable after I got a lot of value off it. I'm fine with that. Okay. Draw. Well, now I probably discard Explosive Entry. That's fine. I want to play Heiko this turn. I think I just go Heiko. I'm going to take 5 from Seishiro. And I'm going to kill their Mana Dork. They haven't played a land in a few turns, so cutting them off with a mana seems pretty good. 2/3 lifelink, sure. Okay. Alright. Let's get my dork. Okay, let's go. Let's synthesize here. Because I get a 2/2 and I'm going to try to block Seishiro with the 2/2 and Kami's Flare it. Play a land and then play a Papercraft Decoy. And then pass the turn. And at some point I would like to attack with this and do something, but that time is not now. Okay, they get to get an enchantment or a land. Hopefully a land. And I have... Oh man, another Tales of Master Seishiro. That's brutal. And a Befriending the Moths. Oh my god. Guess I'm gonna block. I really don't like this. Wow. Yeah, they're savaging me here. Alright, I'm gonna attack with this. I'm just gonna play Experimental Synthesizer. I don't think... I was hoping they'd block with Seishiro. I could have Kami's Flare there. I mean, maybe that would have been the play. I don't know. I kind of felt like Kami's flaring their thing wasn't be very good. Alright, let's do this. Make another 2/2. Alright, I guess I'll play Tempered and Solitude as well. Alright, so I have some good card advantage things. I guess I'm going to take 7 this turn, maybe. Because they're going to play another Living Legacy, and then next turn they get a 2/4 flying. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll take 6, sure. Okay, I'm going to attack with this. Moon Circuit Hacker. Ooh. Oh, I can cast it this turn. I can't. Oh, actually, I was going to... Well, I guess I should have cracked this first, but I guess I was going to cast that probably anyway. Alright. Pass the turn. I am putting a lot of stuff on the ground, which is nice. If they're out of cards here, I mean, I actually kind of have a squad. Jukai Preserver. Okay. They can put a counter on the Moth, but I can still kill the Moth with Kami's Flare plus blocking. Oh, you're attacking here. This doesn't do anything in play, right? No? Triple block that, and then I just chump that with the decoy and draw a card. Sure. Trading Seishiro down for 2 2/2s is a pretty good deal for me. Okay, draw. Let's just play this. Play a land. Pass the turn. Oh no, that's coming in. Alright, this is going to be tough. Okay, so Mechanaut blocks the Moth because I'm going to Kami's Flare. I'm at 2. No, I guess I am running out of cards. I needed to draw a spell in the last couple turns. I didn't do a lot of that. Alright, block. And I guess block. Oh wait, this is coming in too. Yeah. So I lose all my stuff, and they have 2 things in play. And I can play this and then die. Alright. Yeah, their saga is just like traded for 3 cards each or whatever. The Befriending the Moths was definitely a problem. Okay, let me take a look here. Is there anything I left out that I would have wished I had? I mean, not really. There is the black cards. Maybe I do go through the deck fast enough, but I don't know. I'm still kind of scared of doing that. And I still have some pretty big finishers. If they didn't fade into Antiquity the Behold, which at the time it didn't seem that bad because I still got like a 3-for-1. you know, but if they didn't kill that thing, it would have been pretty big. But getting 2 +1/+1 counters plus a 5/5 out of each of their Seishiro sagas, and then 2, you know, +1/+1 on flying turns, plus a 2/4 flyer off the moths. It added up. And I could not handle all of it. I was doing my best trying to trade off experimental synthesizers and all that. Maybe just if I had been able to just cast that crab or something at some point. Okay. 1 and 1. Opponent goes first. It's a nice hand. Now I just need like a little dork so I can start getting Tempered by Solitude going. Well, I can't say I mind the Kami's Flare too much. Mill 3 cards, make a 1/1. Then put a ++1 counter on target creature you control. Alright, I'm just going to kill this now then, since... Might as well. And then they make a 1/1 that when it attacks, you can exile a creature to make a 1/1, or exile a non-creature to do something, sure. I've played against green decks every round, so I keep drawing Explosive Entry and having it be bad, but that's how it goes. I'm probably going to have to kill that thing too. Well, I'm going to kill that response. Draw. Alright, we'll kill them all. And then, so we've gone Communist Flare. I did get 2 for 1 because I had to use 2 removal spells on Teachings of the Kirin. Okay, that's not too bad. They made their thing into a 4/5, but if I can find the Moonsnare Specialist, then I'll be pretty happy with that. No! Oh, that was my whole game plan. Okay. Alright, well, Synthesizer's actually a pretty nice little draw there. Because now I get to go land Steelbreaker, and then if I want, I can sack the Synthesizer to make this into a 5/5. Okay, they didn't attack. Well, I'm going to attack and use Tempered by Solitude, so I kind of like how this is going. Oh, nice. This has Vigilance. Actually, I'm not going to use that. I will probably play the Moon Circuit Hacker this turn, but I'm going to sack the Synthesizer here. Make it 2/2. Oh, I actually would rather just play that. Alright, then play Swiftwater Cliffs and pass the turn. They can sack this to draw a card. It might have been a little greedy to sack the Synthesizer, but I just don't like spending my turn without using a bunch of mana, so. Alright, I'll take 4. No big deal. And let's see what's next. Long Reach of Night. Each player sacks a creature unless they discard a card. I'll discard a card. I don't think that one's doing a whole lot for me. Ooh, an Experimental Synthesizer? Alright. Attack, exile my top card. Nice. Now I'm not going to sack anything, because now I'm going to go Modern Age. Draw, discard. Papercraft Decoy. Pass the turn, and then now I'll sack a Papercraft Decoy and pay 2 to draw a card. Okay. I feel pretty good about that. So this is going to be... Number of creatures in my graveyard. 1, 2... not too big. And next turn I'm going to get to use the Modern Age as well again. Another Tales of Master Seishiro, huh? Master Seishiro likes telling his tales. Alright, discard a mountain. Attack with the Steelbreaker because I have... Oh, I should have played that first. I didn't really think of the fact that Heiko would have actually triggered on that. All right, good to know, good to know. No, just take it. Land. Artificer. And then now I've got a good blocker for that forest when it attacks. I just block it with like probably Papercraft Decoy and draw a card because I still have 2 artifacts to sack to the Steelbreaker here. Though if I sack 2 artifacts, mine becomes a 7/6, so it trades. And I'm going to get a 2/3 flying off the Modern Age, which is nice. Actually, I'm just going to... No, I'll block with the Decoy. I have a lot of artifacts in my deck, so spending my mana now, especially with Tempered in Solitude, and Synthesizer, my mana is pretty impacted. What I really want to find is Moonsnare Specialist. If I find that card, then this game ends quickly. Hopefully they don't kill any of my creatures this turn, because I'm about to do some good things next turn. 3/2 lifelink into a Jukai Trainee? Sure, that's not a scary play at all. I'm going to sack the Synthesizer first. Oh, there we go. Thundering Raiju. I don't know that I'm actually going to attack with the Raiju this turn. I think I'm just going to attack with the Steelbreaker because now... And let's play the Synthesizer again. They're going to chump or just going to take a big hit? If they take a big hit, then they do put themselves at a bit of risk here. All right. Let's go Synthesizer. Just don't hit the Moonsnare this turn. Oh, Kami's Flare, nice. All right, so let's go Thundering Raiju. Play a land. Kami's Flare, the Ambusher, because it's got lifelink. And pass the turn. We're getting a lot of value here. How many creatures do I have in my graveyard? I have 3. Okay. And I'm threatening to deal a lot of damage next turn by hitting with the Thundering Raiju. I have 10 cards left. How many are lands? Let's see. I have 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 lands left. But each turn I'm seeing a lot of cards, which is nice. Okay. Another Tales of Master Seishiro. Sure. The biggest forest in the world. Oh, really? So if I triple block Seishiro, they kill Heiko and the Samurai. Oh, I guess I don't need a triple block. I guess I would double block. Then I have to block. Then I put the 1/3 on the 7/8. Then they have 2 blockers left. They block. Alternately, what if I just chump the 7/8? I take 8 down to 2. Then they have 3 blockers. They block Raiju, Heiko, and that. And then they take 1, 5, 6. All right. I think that works. This doesn't do anything weird, right? All right. I mean, I guess if their last card is a combat trick, it could be bad. I'm taking 8 going into 2 here. But I have lethal on the attack back. Oh, ninjutsu. Well, that's not going to work. It's Death Touch and Lifelink, but this doesn't have Trample, right? Now I sack that to the Steelbreaker. I go to 2. Now they have 2 blockers. Now they're just super dead. Okay, well, they did have a trick, but it wasn't one that actually helped them win, so there we go. All right. 2-1, that was a hard-fought battle. Ooh, these games, they can go deep. All right, on to the next. Alrighty, time for round 4. I'm on the play, and yeah, this hand's fine. Turn 2, play a Sphere. into turn 3, maybe Mirror Shell Crab. Wow, played against forests every round, huh? Alright, let's just get this out. And then next turn, if they play something I want to counter, I'll counter it. And if they don't, then I will just sack the Mnemonic Sphere. Seems like a good deal to me. Green-white enchantments, once again. I just have explosive entry in my hand every game because I guess every game I play against green-white. Probably going to Mirror Shell Crab, whatever it is they play here. I'll take my 2 off Jukai Trainee. Boom. And if they don't play something, like I said, Spirited Companion, that's fine, actually. I will allow that. And then I get to sack this. Figure Heiko's going to be good enough without killing the Spirited Companion, and drawing 2 cards this turn is pretty nice. Do I want to play a Scrapyard Steelbreaker instead? Is that a better play? Probably. The way I see it is the Steelbreaker brawls a little bit better, like it can fight with this thing. And then I can play this later. I can also, remember, play this, as I learned, and give the Steelbreaker a bonus. All right. The moths have been befriended, sure. Okay, Kami's Flare is pretty nice. I think I'm just going to send and pass. And my plan is to probably Kami's Flare, the Jukai Trainee, and then, though they might pump Spirited Companion here, actually. And then I'm going to, oh, they did pump the Jukai Trainee. All right, I'm just going to Kami's Flare this in response. And then I've got Mirror Shell Crab if they have something here. Well, I guess it does not work because they can pay the 3 here. Okay. And counter this. Yeah. Alright. I've taken a bit of damage, and they have a 2/4 coming. Oh, geez, and a Lion Sash. Dang, they played 3 spells that turn. But they played an artifact. Haha. Alright, I do like that. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Tempered in Solitude. Make my thing a 4/5. Attack and hope to hit a land. Unfortunate. If I hit a land and I could play Papercraft Decoy there, that would be really nice. Oh my god, always with the Tales of Master Sashiro. Alright. Guess I'll take 4. The Modern Age isn't bad. I don't think I need to play Heiko here. Attack, and let's see if they double block. If they do, that's fine. Alright, let's start with the Modern Age. Okay, discard Swiftwater Cliffs. Land, play some Dorks. Do I want to play a second Dork, actually? As things currently stand, jumping with this and drawing a card seems pretty nice. All right, they're going to pump their Imperial Moth here, is my guess. I'm going to block Jukai Trainee. I'm going to take 4. Yeah, this the combination of these 2 sagas has been challenging for sure. Okay, draw a card. And I need to find a way to block that Moth next turn. Otherwise, I'm dead. Beside You reaches skyward, get 2 lands, and then put a land on top if you want, and then make a giant branch of Beside You. All right, let's draw and discard. Oh, that does help. Kind of. I can bounce the Moth, but that doesn't really solve my problem. I heard 11. I'd have to threaten a lot of artifacts in order to kill them. I guess I'm just going to bin the mountain. Start by playing an experimental synthesizer. Let's see. What outs do I have? I guess drawing the Mechanaut would be good. Let's just attack first with this. Hit another Synthesizer. I'm probably going to sack the Synthesizer now because I don't know that I can afford to play another red spell this turn. Alright, take 6, I guess. Play another Synthesizer, and I need to hit Mechanaut. Okay. Oh wait, that's still not even enough, sadly. It's close, but Master Seishiro's coming in. So I can block Moth and Master Seishiro and I still die. Unfortunate. Guess I'll let them attack before conceding. Oh, they even have like a fight spell. Oh, spinning wheel kick. Yeah, I was super dead. All right. Well, I don't know why we're playing against so many of this green-white deck, but I feel like I've just played against 3 people playing all the same cards. No, I guess one was red-green, wasn't it? But still. All right, we're 2-2. I feel like we could do a little better than that. Let's keep rolling here. Get powered up by a little coffee, and then we're ready to roll. So, yeah, I think really what caused... there's 2 things that kind of went wrong that game. One is that the turn where they went Tameo safekeeping 2-drop, 2-drop, like that was just, they got ahead on the board pretty effectively that way. They got mana advantage in a variety of ways. The second is that the sagas are just really strong, especially those green and white sagas are strong when you're on the front foot. They're not that good when you're on the back foot, but so far my opponent's been on the front foot more. So, opponent goes first. Well, his hand's good. Probably just turn 1 Swiftwater Cliffs, turn 2 Mnemonic Sphere, and then we'll go from there. All right. Green-white, huh? Weird. Let's play the Mnemonic Sphere. And then I think next turn we're going to do the same Sphere Crab play. Oh, Bant. Into a 1/4. Okay. Could be like a Shrines type deck. Lifelink enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Okay. That I can just shock, so I'm not that worried. Okay, and then they play that, get a land. Alright, I'm going to crack the Sphere end of turn, and then probably Voltage Surge the 2/2. Alright. I do not want to sack an artifact. And let's play the Steelbreaker once again, and then next turn can play the Moonsnare Specialist. Could also get this Mirashell Crab. I might actually cast that one. We'll see. Grafted Growth. Okay, so now their land taps for 2 mana. And then they make this a 2/5. They can sack and make it a 3/6. Okay. It's a 3/6. I guess I'm not attacking, but I could also just bounce it. Let's still cast a Synthesizer. If I hit a land, I'll probably Moonsnare here. Oh, I'll definitely play Mechanaut. Oh, look, and then I can play Searchlight Companion. That was a good turn. Oh, now we're cruising because I can always just bounce this thing or whatever they play next. Oh, Imperial Oath is a good one. This was the best common in the set. It's 6 mana, make 3 2/2 Vigilances and Scry 3. I remember that card was certainly a little underrated, myself included, but as it turned out, the more of them you had, the more you won. Up to like having 4 was better than having 3, and having 5 was better than having 4, which is kind of insane for a 6-drop, but the card is really strong. That said, I feel pretty good about this position. Okay, 2 on top, huh? Modern Age isn't bad. I guess if I play Moonsnare Specialist, I guess I can't attack with this until I bounce that. I guess I do want to play the Moonsnare. I kind of want to play it in Experimental Synthesizer first, though, because hitting land drops with this hand is really good. Okay, I didn't hit a land drop. So in that case, we're slightly changing plans. Let's play the Modern Age. And let's just discard a Papercraft Decoy, I think. Land. Kami's Flare, 2/2. And then pass the turn. Hello, Dugirto. Oh, good girl. Oh no. Alright. That's a bit of a shame. They're down to 1 card. Whenever Samurai attacks alone, gets lifelink. Okay, sure. Alright, I feel pretty good about this position now. The Chrome Shell Crab, or Mirror Shell Crab, is gonna dominate, maybe. Oh, I'm discarding a land here. Let's see. I could play Heiko. Let's just play the Crab. It's 1 cheaper thanks to the Mechanaut. Pass the turn, and so now we're, I think, ahead on board. Oh, wow, they drew, oh my god, they drew Behold into a draw 4? Well, actually, that's not true. I mean, they're not going to get to draw 4 because I'm going to bounce the Web Spinner, so at least they're not drawing 4. Okay. Do I want to bounce? I don't think I want to Ninja the Crab. That doesn't really accomplish anything. So, do I want to sack an Experimental? I might waste a card this way, but wasting lots of mana is also not something I'm a huge fan of. Okay, it worked out. Bounce the Web Spinner. And I even get to attack with the Mirror Shell Crab. And that's it. Alright, they get a draw 2, scry 2. And now, next turn, they're 2 bottom, okay. Next turn, they're gonna have like a 3/3 or a 4/4 in play, but to make the Unspeakable bigger, the Vision of the Unspeakable, they have to not play cards. So it is kind of nice that they don't get to just have a 5/5 for free. If you cast this card a lot earlier in the game, it ends up being larger because you just have too many cards that you can't play all of them. At this point, that's not the case. All right, so Samurai or Warrior? None of these are any of those things, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, I have a Samurai. So when attacks alone, I could replay Mnemonic Sphere, or actually Synthesizer might be better. It's kind of like a draw 2 and a 2/2 all at once. All right. Now they have a 3/6. Now kill an artifact, get a +1/+1 counter would be pretty nice. Oh, my own Behold the Unspeakable? Yes, please. And does that leave the door open for attacks? It almost assuredly does. Actually, I can attack with everything, right? They could eat that. Sure. Behold's pretty nice. Shrinks their whole squad, so they go like 1/6 on the Crab. They block an 0/2 on a 1/1, and they take 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Oh, they didn't even block the 1/1. So they took 10. Works for me. Alright, they get a 3/3, but if they play any cards, it gets smaller. What am I looking for here? The Explosive Impact would be good. Oh, I guess they got demoralized. Their hand must not have been very good. At which point I think it's reasonable to pack them up. Okay. 3/2. This deck can get to 5. That's what I would consider a benchmark of success. The deck is good, but it's not busted. I've got Thundering Raiju, Behold the Unspeakable, a bunch of Kami's Flares. Those are all good. deck did end up being a little clunky. And also part of it is like, I think I'll do better if I play against not forests. Oh, excuse me. Forests, the problem is it makes my Kami's Flare worse because they have like 4 and 5 toughness creatures, and it makes my artifact removal spell worse. I feel like my deck would be a little better suited to play against like ninjas or a red deck or something like that. But we'll see. And before I immediately lose to ninjas or a red deck. I do like that these are premier drafts. You can level up. Haven't hit Mythic yet, so I'm really slacking. I drafted a lot last month. I ended up like number 17, but this month I've been playing a little more Modern because I'm going to Barcelona to play some Modern a few days here. All right. You go first. Oh, well, this hand is really good. Also, I haven't done it yet, but using the Modern Age to Ninja so you can get to Modern Age again is really strong. We're definitely playing Modern Age on turn 2 here. Ninja's Kunai. Okay. Here there's a good chance I'm discarding Mnemonic Sphere. Oh, wow, that is a good combo with the Sphere. I think I still discard the Sphere. Because I have Heiko Yamazaki, the General, so I can replay artifacts from my graveyard. All right. Samurais, huh? Now I can discard a land if I draw one. Yeah, that's fine, because if I draw an island, I need to draw an island to cast Unspeakable, Behold the Unspeakable anyway, so this is going to be that, or I can equip one. You know what? I'm just going to play the Mechanaut. If they want to equip and kill the Mechanaut, that means they're not killing the Modern Age. Either way, they're going to have a good target, so, and it takes some mana. It takes 2 mana total, actually, so it kind of uses their turn. I don't need to Kami's Flare this turn. Let's see. Ancestral Katana. Oh, that's actually pretty good for me. So they attack and they equip this, but now I get to... I do take 5 this turn, but killing their Exemplar is going to be a pretty nice turn boost. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I think I just kill that now and play the Automated Artificer. I could have ninja'd the Mechanaut, but I think ninjaing the Modern Age is so much stronger that I would rather just wait a turn to do that. I am missing a land drop this turn, but I think that's okay. Ooh, Synthesizer. All right, what'd you hit? Kami's Flare, do you have a mountain? They do. All right. Do they kill the 2/3 or the 2/2 with an ability? I played the Artificer. I'm not surprised they killed that one. Though it works great for my purposes. I'm actually still going to wait on that because I think I'll get the opportunity to do that next turn. Let's just play Heiko Yamazaki this turn because if they don't play a 3/3 blocker, then this gets to attack and replay Mechanaut or Mnemonic Sphere. Or they spend a turn killing the Heiko, who knows. Also, I'm getting close enough that if I draw land, I can maybe slam Behold and then Moon Circuit Hacker back the Vision of the Unspeakable, which is a really sick play. We'll see. Oh, are they using a synthesizer here? I like that. If that's the start, I'm not unhappy. So this is equipped 3. Yeah, so they're not going to be able to get that onto a creature this turn. Oh, they're land cycling Sunblade Samurai. And then playing a 2/3. Okay, that means my Heiko gets to hit here. So given that I'm already doing that, I should ninja. I should go like this. Oh. I don't get to replay an artifact by doing that, of course. Let's draw... Oh, Thundering Raiju. I could play the Modern Age, but because of the Artificer, I could actually just play the Steelbreaker. And then next turn, just Thundering Raiju. Wow, I'm not even going to be able to get to use this Behold the Unspeakable. It's what a shame. So was I supposed to just attack with the General? I guess it's still drawing a card either way, so probably. Alright, Synthesizer getting cracked into Ryu Storm's Edge. Whenever a samurai... Oh, so you get to attack alone with one and then get a second attack. This can let them cast this if they have another mountain. And the way they tapped red, red, white kind of implies having a mountain, because otherwise you'd leave two red or red plus white open instead of 2 white, unless you have a double white card in hand, I guess. But we'll see what they do. Oh, they had Banishing Slash, I see, to kill the general. All right, so now I could Thundering Raiju, attack, put a +1/+1 counter on the Moon Circuit Hacker. Then they double block the Raiju. It trades for Peerless Samurai, and they take 3, 6, 7, 8. That sounds pretty good to me. I think that's better than playing Behold. And I get to draw and discard. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have even played my land because I get to draw and discard with this. Really? You can't. That's an illegal block. It wouldn't have been good even without me sacking this, but with me sacking this, then that just ends the game. All right, well. All right. We're battling back here. Did I have fun? It was good. It was good. Let's see. We're at 4-2 now. Is that right? All right. We're on the comeback trail. Alrighty. Let's keep on battling. We've got a decent start. We're at the kind of razor's edge here. No more losses to give, but I like where we're at. This is a pretty solid hand. Probably just going to lead on Papercraft Decoy here. All right. The play against green decks every round challenge continues. That's fine though. Okay, green-black Virus Beetle. Oh, what a good card. Okay. And just play the Mechanaut and then the Sphere. It's a nice little curve there. Mechanaut's really good. 2-mana 2/2 flyer is great. Green, black, white. Circuit Mender. All right, getting some value over here. 2/3 draws a card. So leaves the battlefield, it draws a card. All right, let's just pass. I don't even need to sack the Sphere because my plan is to block the Beetle with Papercraft Decoy and get my card out of it. And then maybe cast Kami's Flare here, depending on what they do. Oh, that is annoying. Or I will Kami's Flare that though. And they got a nice little 2-for-1 off of the Circuit Mender already, but at least now they got nothing on the board. All right. I guess we'll sack this because I can still play the Steelbreaker here. Maybe I'd play something else instead. No, I'll still play this. And then next turn I've got Searchlight Companion plus Kami's Flare. Now if I draw like Behold or something or Thundering Raiju, I'm in great shape. And even if I don't, I'm already like doing all right. I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand because they did get a 2-for-1 off the Beetle. Well, no, I guess it was a 1-for-1 because I drew a card off of my Decoy. Did they draw the land? They did, or had it. Into Circuit Mender, sure. Okay, need to draw a spell here. Attack with this. Take it. So what are they splashing? They played 2 black cards and a white card so far, but they played a lot of forests. None of their cards really look splashable, so I don't really know why they're 3 colors, but maybe they're just playing 3 colors, I guess. Another Virus Beetle, sure. Alright. Let's just take 2, draw. Runaway Trash Bot, that is not bad. Send. At some point they're going to need to chump here, yeah. Then I'll play a 2/4 that at any point could get larger. And then next turn they're going to have just a gigantic Boseiju, so that's tough. Guess I'll just kill the Circuit Bender. They get to draw a card, but at some point that thing's going to die. And obviously I'm not going to let them make me discard here. So my main problem is they're just going to have a giant reach creature next turn. So I need to draw something good this turn, or at some point the 2/2 that bounces, the Shinobi. That's the one I was thinking of. Okay. If I sack this, this becomes a 3/4. But if they don't block the Steel Breaker, double block. Yeah, that's fine. I'm probably going to sack the Searchlight Companion here, so I can kill both their things. They didn't block the Steel Breaker, huh? Alright. They go to 5 now. They get to make a Giant Saga. And they get to play a Spirited Companion. That's annoying. And they get to make one of their lands into a 4/5. Unfortunately, I don't really have good attacks here. I'm going to take 4. I guess I bounced they're at 5. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't have reach, right? Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, well, I don't really have much of a choice. Bounce that. They have to chump. Go to 3. They're going to gain 2 life here. I mean, the idea is to run out the clock so that they don't have enough time for that to become a reach creature again, and then kill them with the Mechanaut, which currently I take them to 3, then I take them to 1, then I don't quite get there, but obviously I'm hoping to draw something else at some point here that'll do something. Tempered in Solitude. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Because I'm again going to attack with this, and then Tempered in Solitude into a Papercraft Decoy. Okay. I'm going to play my land as well. Okay, so they get a Toshiro. Currently, they can't attack with their forest anymore. Well, I mean, they could, but it wouldn't really work out well. Draw. Alright, I'll attack with this. Draws me another card. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Alright. Let's see. Oops, I don't really understand the oops, but I'll submit 0 and I'll put a counter on the Mechanaut, I guess. Pass the turn. So now they get their tree, but they aren't 1. Okay, they can sack an artifact or creature to draw a card. Alright. No attacks, probably. Next turn, I'm probably going to attack... oh, let's play this first. Probably attack with Papercraft Decoy here, because it'll trigger Tempered in Solitude. I guess first, let's do this. Voltage Surge. Okay, land. I guess we're going to Voltage Surge that for 2. They can sack it to draw a card. So now I can attack with everything. What happens? Branch has to block the Mechanaut. The Forest blocks Moonsnare Specialist. This blocks that. I think I go for it. Alright. There we go. Didn't think that was going well, but we managed to get there. All right. 5-3 now, or 5-2 rather, not 5-3. Let's not be 5-3. This is we're doing some good rallying here. I mean, one more win and it's certainly a successful draft. 2 more wins, get the max wins with this deck. Wouldn't mind. All right, I'm on the play, and oh yeah, this hand's nice. I'm not going to lead with Synthesizer on turn 1. It doesn't do anything to do that. I'm going to lead with Modern Age here. Probably discard this Automated Artificer. I think Arena's losing it. All right, Arena is losing it officially. Let's try that again, shall we? As Arena sometimes does. All right. Let's get that Modern Age going here. Discard a card. Now I'll discard Mountain. Because I need an island to play Behold anyway, so I need to draw another land no matter what. 2/2 lifelink. And they have lifelink. Let's discard the Artificer. Pass. And then I'll just Mirror Shell Crab, whatever they play next. Setting up an Explosive Entry at some point. Play a Synthesizer. In an ideal world, I would play this on turn 5, so if I hit one of my good 4-drops, I still get to play it, but... Alright, well, I'm going to channel this. Alright, there we go. Let's go Papercraft Decoy. Blow up that and make my glider into a 3/4. Seems pretty good. And then next turn, if I don't draw a land, I just play a Synthesizer. If I do one, I can play. If I do draw land, I can play Behold, or I could play Synthesizer and try to get 4 cards off Behold. They exiled my thing. That's okay. All right, let's go max greed here. Okay, and then we can't ninja it, so we play Moon Circuit Hacker. And the next turn, if we draw a land, we can play Behold with no cards in hand, which is always the dream. All right, they killed my thing. And they played a 3/4, sure. I'll give it another turn. The difference between scry 2, draw 2, and just draw 4 is pretty big. The only risk is that I'm running is that a Virus Beetle could really ruin my day here. So hopefully we don't run into that. All right, they hit me for 4, but this time it's not so bad because I'm slightly on the offense. Do I just play Behold now? I just play Behold now, I guess. Could crack the Synthesizer. No. Let's just do that. Because they don't have a target for Kami's Flare right now, so it really doesn't make sense to just wait. If I delay myself too long and they don't play a good target, then that's just really bad for me. 4/4 flying. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have cast Kami's Flare in response. That would have actually been kind of nice. I want Thundering Raiju. Do I want the Runaway Trash Bot? It's a 3/4? Yeah, probably. Alright. Land. I put a counter on that. Oh, they're just gonna trade? Sure. Yeah, do I want to sack the Synthesizer or anything like that? I don't think so. Just do that. Pass. They get a 2/4 Moth. I have a Kami's Flare to kill whatever they play this turn. Well, not whatever they play, but alright, they draw 1 card off that. But most of the things they play I could kill with Kami's Flare. Alright, I guess I'll take it. No other plays, huh? Attack with these. If they block the Decoy, I'm going to sack it to the Steelbreaker and draw a card. If they block the Steelbreaker, I'm going to sack the Experimental Synthesizer. They don't technically need to block here. Ooh, they have something? Okay, I'll take 5, I guess. And let's play a trash bot. And I don't think I play a card out of my hand because I want the Vision of the Unspeakable to be bigger. Might be a little awkward next turn with mana. Oh, well, that's not a very fearsome play. Because I have a Synthesizer that I might sack, but... Let's send. Block. Sure. Sack the Synthesizer here. Let's see what trick they have. I have a Kami's Flare if I need it to do something. Also, the trash bot's just lethal right now, so pretty hard for them to come back. But all right, we're up to 6 wins. Here we go. Diamond Tier 3. And let's see if we can get number 7. It's a fun format. The games are pretty cool. A lot of the cards are cool. I definitely enjoy drafting this one. I don't remember what was going on exactly when this was out, because I do remember not drafting this as much as I think I would have normally. Or I don't remember specifically. It was a fun set though. Somehow Virus Beetle ended up being the best card. As it were. Okay. All right. All right, little mic adjustment there. It always likes to run hot. I don't know why. I will keep this hand. This hand's a little weak. I could Synthesizer turn 2, but I think that's just not a good play to make. I'm just going to hope they don't have too good of a 2-drop, because then my turn 3 Mirror Shell, turn 4 Raiju, or Moon Snare. I guess I need to draw a mountain for it to be a Raiju. Alright, so this is scry 2, gain 2, and makes it 2/2 first strike. Yeah, that's fine. 2 top. Oh man, Island? Wish I'd played Experimental with the Synthesizer now. And grabbing that thing. Right, mountain? Island. Alright. No, there's my mountain. Alright. No, I don't think I can afford to make a 2/2 here. It's not like it even does anything against the 2/2 first striker, really. 1/3 Vigilance. Jeez, I need to stop drawing lands here. Alright, attack with the 4/4. And then maybe next turn I've got Moon Snare Specialist ready to roll. Hopefully they... Oh, that card. That's tough because if I use the Moon Snare Specialist now, that's the card I kind of need to use it on. I'm going to make a 1/1 end of turn. Sure. Alright, let's crack this. Oh my god. Painful. Putting a counter on my other creature to actually get a point of damage through. And pass. The problem is Behold is one of the ways I could actually get back into this game. Yeah, I'm just dead. Also, why did I play against green decks like 7? I'm going to end up playing 9 rounds with this. Like basically I played against green decks all 9 times. Is that right? Alright, another land. I mean, I'm just dead here. I just don't have a chance. I don't really know. This has really worked out poorly. I could bounce and then make this a 5/5. And they'd have next turn they'd have a 7/7. If I bounce the Enlightenment, attack, they're both 4/4s. I bounce the token, I attack, they're both 4/4s. No, this is... I'm just dead. They also have 5 cards in their hand. I can't really conceive of what... Yeah, alright, we're done. That's going to exile my Raiju. I was already really dead at this point, and that certainly did not help. Well, we got 6 wins. I'm not going to be too unhappy about that. Let's take a look at the deck. because I feel like this deck was pretty good. It had its top couple cards were good, right? Like it had Behold, Thundering Raiju, both great cards. Triple Commies Flare, Voltage Surge, Double Synthesizer. This card is consistently very good. Mechanaut was also good. Yeah, it had a pretty good curve too. Yeah, this was just a good deck. I ended up getting to 6 wins, which is not too bad. And that'll do it for this first draft here of Neon Dynasty. Thanks for watching. New drafts every day. And let me know if you like this divergence from the cube content. I'm going to try to mix things up. And when there's a good flashback format, I'm all over it. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.